Center though, with the door closed.
Oh yeah.
We would be down there all the time.
Oh, you're filming?
Yeah, I am.
What's going on, my YouTube family? My name is Matt Greggo. For those of you who new to the channel, I'm an IFBB Pro. We are 1 day out, less than 24 hours out. Going to head get our tan right now. So very exciting. We're 1 day out from DC Pro. Next pro show on the agenda. We did the Optimum and got 3rd place, got 4 points for the Olympia. So, you know, now to get to the Olympia, we need to get top 5 in points or win a show. So, Lord willing, we make it happen this year. We're gonna keep on pushing. So, just having fun with my goose. We're in Washington, D.C. Beautiful over here. Well, we're not in D.C. We're outside D.C. in this like really nice town. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's very nice. Very expensive living quarters around here, but it's cool. We get to travel to a new place, experience a new thing together. Me and my goose and family and friends are gonna be down here in about like 2 hours, 3 hours. So that's really cool too. Getting ready for shows is it's so fun, such a blessing. I enjoyed all the process of it so much. So we're gonna take you with now as we leave showtime for the DC Pro.
You guys the original, I think originally I gave you guys the wrong yeah. Because as soon as I got the phone with you guys, I put the mat back on and then it said it's fucking 5 minutes.
Oh, so you're close?
I'm like doing the wrong shit. What?
You're close?
Oh yeah, I'm really close.
It's lit.
Steak and fried.
Of course. Oh yeah, half a steak.
Secret sauce. A lot of secrets. Greggo training.
Yeah, sign up.
Three other dances and then a subject.
When I called him, he was still training.
Once again, I appreciate the word. No, it's my pleasure. You know, 100%. You know, because I don't think they even realize how much, like, you know, they don't even realize how much they do.
Nah,
like, they don't understand it and how much it helps us, like, just to become who we are in the sport.
I'm telling you right now, bro, I would not be here without my support system.
No way.
It's crazy, man. I'm young into this sport. I know you are too, and just the building blocks of foundation, the sanity that they helped me keep throughout this, bro. It's been insane.
Bro, you don't die if you don't have at least 3 mental breakdowns in prep. You are not dying hard because if you don't have at least 2, 3, you're not dying hard enough. Because every prep I've done in my life, I've had at least 2 or 3.
100%, bro. I remember my very first prep. I literally broke down in the car of my mom, just bawling my eyes out.
Oh yeah.
Like a week out from the show. And the thing is, I looked good. I felt good. It was just, you know, you get nervous coming up to a show and your body's just all over the place, and sometimes you just need that support system to level you out and keep you straight, because at the end of the day, man, like,
you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I look terrible. And like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, did you see what I see?
You need that unbiased eye that's gonna be like, hey, shut the fuck up, you look good, you're on track, you're doing what you need to do. You also need that unbiased eye to say, hey, step it up, turn it up, it's time to go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that you have that, and I have that with our demographic, which is going to propel us so far in our career, man. Just wait, bro.
We're just getting started.
It's going to be something special. It's going to be something special. Just wait on it. And that's why I'm excited to get it started tomorrow. I think there's going to be a good opportunity to see exactly how we stand up against what we're trying to do as Olympians. Yeah. We want to be on the Olympian stage.
Probably honestly, when I was like backstage with like Aria and Rodriguez, I was like, damn, like this is crazy. Like, I don't know how to stack up with them. But you get on stage with them and like you're getting awards with them, you're like, damn, I belong.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the same shit. You're like, I belong.
I ain't gonna lie. And that was one of the things. The one thing I really need to take out of this, regardless of the outcome, is know that I belong.
Dude,
you know what I mean? I gotta be able.
You belong. Okay, you don't win an overall national show and say you don't belong. That's not a fluke. It doesn't have that accident. It means you belong.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens, you belong, brother. I'm gonna tell you right now.
He doesn't compliment anybody's side.
Yeah,
So
I'm alright. Congratulations. Peace out, Charger. I see you tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, but again, I'm excited, man. I think this is the first step in the direction of where we both want to go. And you coming off that big win or 3rd place victory, which to me is the win in my book. But
it was definitely a win.
Yeah, so I'm excited, man. On a serious note, racing the stage tomorrow is gonna be something special. It's gonna be special. For sure.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, my guy.
Of course. Look at that shit. I never seen it move that way.
Mm-hmm. Especially at the top there.
Oh. I gotta pee a little bit.
Cozy.
It's not saying anything about what is this? Oh, you're recording. This is Pensacola. Just relaxing. 9 p.m. Long night of carving up ahead.
What is that on? Is that a blanket?
This is a sheet.
That's a sheet, homie. I'm chilling before we go to this Walmart.
It's his birthday.
It's Adrian Martinez's birthday. We're gonna have to do something big afterwards.
We should cut my carbs.
Well, shit, we can't do anything big until what is it, August 14th? 21st. No, that's the next week.
Next week?
August 22nd. We're gonna throw a banger of a celebration. I'm gonna start planning after the show.
These thoughts will no longer exist in 24 hours.
No, I'm being serious though. We were gonna that day, you know, like after that show, we got to celebrate hardcore.
We got a lot to celebrate, my friend.
We gotta do something bougie.
Bottle service.
Well, that's a given. I was thinking something crazier. Can you rent out an entire restaurant?
Yeah.
rent out a jet?
Blue.
Yeah, let's rent out a gym.
No, a jet.
I think you said a gym.
No, a jet.
Oh, I can't afford. That's like 45K. That would be my savings would be dwindling by the minute.
Yeah.
Rent a jet.
They're tender, juicy. The broth is great. It's not too overdone. You know, sometimes the broth can get too much. Is it in here? Chicken? Rooster? I don't have any problem.
Everywhere you go, we've got roosters, chickens. They are kind of the Key West mascot.
Probably right next door, let's side that window.
Oh wow.
After the episode aired, our lamb
So
sales
soon.
2 bags a week, all the way up to 10, 15 a week. And then they're still going.
It's just waiting for more food. That's what really all it is.
Hands down.
Now, I think it's famous here on the Wall Street. We've expanded in New York.
How's the front pose look?
In Florida.
Good.
As they expand, don't forget their roots. Key West is still home.
I like the way your delts are tying into your chest. Should have said.
This is one of my favorites down here, which doesn't happen often. It's absolutely excellent. Anything else? The conch fritters are fantastic.
This is my favorite place to come and have conch fritters.
Conch itself has a very firm texture to it, and the easiest way to tenderize it is our weapon of choice. Diced up into small pieces, we're ready to start our conch fritter batter. Red peppers, the green peppers, diced carrots, our celery and diced onions, garlic powder, oregano and basil, salt, sugar, 8 eggs. Next thing we're going to put in here is conch. Mix this up. We're going to go ahead and add our flour, baking powder here, water, buttermilk. Start mixing again. They're going to cook for about 4 to 5 minutes, and they're ready to go. Conch fritter up.
Yo, look at this shit. This shit is sick. What's going on, people?
We at the shop gym. We chilling. We got my man Alex Toplin right there. He's coming in here. He's got the death face on. He's looking swole. brother. Good morning.
How you feeling?
Good.
You want to take a look at the posing room?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
What's going on, my YouTube family? We're a couple days in the future right now. It's Tuesday evening. Obviously the show happened. Did not get the result we wanted to, but that is part of the game. When you're a rookie, you know, sometimes it doesn't go in your favor. And the 4 weeks before, I was on the money and got third place and was this close to going to Olympia. And actually something funny that I got messaged by one of my awesome supporters on Instagram was that first, second, and fourth place from the Optimum are all going to Olympia. They won shows. I was in third. Obviously, I'm not going to Olympia as of right now. So that was pretty cool to think about. But in terms of the show, the ones you saw, we didn't get too much stage footage, honestly, because, you know, we just didn't. Obviously, there's a lot of emotions after the show, you know, because I think for this show, I put a lot of pressure on myself to win, you know. We're trying to film a video, Mr. BMW. I put a lot of pressure on myself to win, and I didn't do that for my pro debut. It was just, I just had fun, you know. And this one, I'm not saying I didn't have fun, but I just put too much pressure on myself. I was like, you have to win. And I think that's where I went wrong greatly. Some things that went wrong first show day. At 2 days out, I looked my best ever. I was dry and ripped, shredded to the bone. Friday morning, I still looked really good, and then from there, it's kind of I just started to go backwards. You know, in the pro league, you can't be off. And I was definitely off. I was definitely on for the Optimum. I got third. In this show, I was off. I definitely didn't do well. So, you know, that is what it is. You know, it's all learning at the end of the day, you know. And there's no losing in this game, in my opinion, you know. Even when you don't do well, you still learn from it and apply it to the next shows. And that's very important. But like I said, I overdid some variables, you know, restricting water and pulling water too hard and water loss things that, you know, pull water. It didn't go well. I couldn't carb up. My body just wouldn't come to life. I was losing weight, eating so many carbs and losing weight and losing weight. And it just wasn't a good recipe. So I literally could not get any nutrients absorbed in my body. So I just kept losing weight. So, you know, if you're flat on stage, you're gonna have a softer look, and that's definitely what happened. And the light for the show was kind of weird. Really awesome production show. The shop Jim who did the promoting with Gary, it was an amazing show, amazing judges. The lighting was just a little bit off for my skin tone that I had. Like, my tan was very dark, and that was my fault. You know, at the end of the day, all this stuff is my fault. You know, I overdid certain variables and restricted water too hard and couldn't carb up, which is my fault. It wasn't my coach's fault. It was anyone's fault besides me. And for the color, I also requested an extra coat because Goose said get dark as well. It is what it is, you know. We learn, you know. We're so new to this game. I just went pro 6 months ago, but I asked for extra coat even though it wasn't advised. The girl who did my tan, Nikki, she did a great job on my tan. I asked for an extra coat even though she didn't advise it, and I was just too dark, and you couldn't see any of my detail. I actually had one of my buddies who was competing in the show, another pro, and I was literally got done doing my routine, or no, we got done doing comparisons, and then we were getting ready to do a routine, and he's like trying to show me video, and I already knew my tan was too dark. I was like, bro, I don't want to see it. He was literally telling me, he's like, Matt, like, you can't see any of your detail on stage, like, you're too dark. I was like, yo, I don't want to see it. And then after pre-judging, I obviously apologized, you know, because he was like, no, I understand. I would understand, you know, I just wanted to let you know that you couldn't see anything because you're so dark. But lesson learned there. Don't ask for extra coat of tan because it will blur your lines under certain lights. Optimum, I was really dark, but the lights were super bright. For this show, that was dark, so it wasn't a good recipe. But, you know, live and you learn. For next steps, I don't know what my next steps are, honestly. I'm trying to get judging feedback to see what the next steps should be. I definitely need to get bigger. These guys are big in the pro league, and I did get that third, which kind of strings you on to want to keep running the shows for this year, you know. But I've been prep all year, which is rough on the body, and you know, it's a hard decision right now to make, because I do have those points on the board for Olympia. I did get that third, and first, second, and fourth from that show are all going to Olympia because they won shows. I'm that outlier in third who currently is not going to Olympia, so it's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hard couple days, you know. Just a lot of decisions I had to make, but it's a blessing at the end of the day because we're gonna learn so much from this. And like I said, we just went pro 6 months ago. Most guys are taking a year or two off to grow. We did not do that. We wanted to get right into it and see where we stacked up. And the first show we stacked up really well, you know, with Olympians, and it looked like we could go to Olympia. For this show, we were off and it didn't go well, but that's part of the game. So I'm still gonna take you all, my YouTube family, with on this journey. Cars are loud around here, and we're gonna keep on, you know, improving. And whether I do a show this year or not, gonna take you along because, you know, you already know the off season is gonna be fun. So if we can do again in the off season, it's gonna be a great time for content. If we do continue to compete, that'll be awesome too. Take you along that journey, but this is not by any means like a negative ending of any sort. You know, if I shut it down with this being my pro rookie season, I would be ecstatic. You know, most guys would kill being a top 5, and I got top 3 at my first ever pro show. So, you know, one show went really well, the other show didn't go too well, but that I would consider that third a win in my book. As my man Alex Toplin said, really cool dude. He's like, that third place is a win to me because I was a pro debut. So, you know, that's pretty epic. But have those points on the board, so it's very enticing to keep competing, try to make the Olympia. But we shall see. We got to get feedback and go from there. But I appreciate the support greatly from you all. You know, it does suck when you don't get the result you wanted to, because I wanted to share this glorious moment with you all and be like, hey, we're going to Olympia and everything. But at the end of the day, I feel like I learned that you have to have that winner's mentality, but you can't go in a show expecting to win. I think that's where I really went wrong and put this unnecessary pressure on myself, which I don't think I needed to do. You know, the 4 weeks between shows was really hard for me too. I was going through a lot of things outside of competing too, and it definitely affected my prep. So, you know, that's life. You know, no, we can't go back. We can only go forward. And if this is concluding the year competing, damn, I'm very blessed because that third place is a huge accomplishment for me. Olympia points on the board. So that's gonna do it for me and this show day video. Not much show day footage. You know, you only get to see my routine pretty much, but I hope you all enjoyed. And like I said, thank you so much for the support. I love you all. I'm so grateful for you all for supporting me. And even when the result doesn't go my way, I know you have my back, and that means a lot to me. You know, me and my goose appreciate it because, you know, we read all the comments and we'd say, I see you saying we want to see a goose channel. Hopefully it becomes sooner than later. But like I said, I love you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. We are just getting started in this league. Like I said, 6 months ago, turned pro. We are a fresh face for a rookie, and I'm going to take you all on this experience of developing myself and us in the pro league and growing, you know, as an individual and together. So, but that's going to do it for me today. Peace.